Across the country, the trend is pretty clear. The housing boom's over, but could it be a different story in the mid-state? Seth Kaplan studied the numbers and he joins us live in Harrisburg. Seth.
Yeah, Alicia, in Midtown, corner of Kelker and Penn Streets. You know, if this for sale sign is like a lot of others in the mid-state, it won't be here long. Quite a difference from elsewhere in America. Look at this, the Wall Street Journal. Home sellers cut prices. Not here.
How many homes do you see on the map? How many do you have to choose from?
Jeff Tucker of Zillow describing the best way to visualize housing inventory. The change in inventory?
How many new folks go and list their home in that last week, minus how many people successfully sold their home?
And Tucker says nationally, the headlines aren't exaggerating.
The last several months have seen a major cool down in the U.S. housing market.
Fewer homes for sale, but even fewer buyers. Sales down by 25%. Here?
This is just a story from last night.
Harrisburg area realtor Wendell Hoover representing a buyer in a bidding war.
My buyer was a fortunate winner, but it was $20,000 over list.
Which doesn't mean things haven't changed at all here.
It may stay on the market more than 7 days, and you may not have to compete with 10 people, but you may still have to compete with 2 or 3.
We asked Zillow, can that really be bidding wars here while buyers get the upper hand elsewhere? The answer, yes.
What we're seeing in the Harrisburg region is that median time on market is still under 1 week for the typical home in the area. So homes are still selling pretty quickly.
An average of 6 days on the market in Harrisburg, same as a year ago. Ditto for York. 6 days also in Lancaster, in that case up from just 5 days a year ago. All three markets far hotter than the national average of 10 days between listing and under contract. 2 days longer than a year ago. And back to these figures, whereas nationally sales have slowed by even more than listings, here it's just the opposite. Whether you look at the Zillow figures, inventory down 25% and sales down 20%, or you listen to Wendell Hoover.
People are not putting their houses on the market.
And why is that?
It's hard to say. Partly could be because they're having trouble finding another house. Where are they going to relocate? You know, they have to buy something.
To be clear, signs here of things cooling a bit, just nothing so far, at least like what we've seen nationally. Now, will that local versus national dichotomy continue? You know, we'll stay on top of it for you right now. Live in Harrisburg, Seth Kaplan, ABC 27 News.